At nightfall, with the blessing of the moonlight, the sea turtles wander onto the beaches. Environmental protection groups like Grupo Jaragua, universities and international institutions have joined forces to preserve them. But the irrational greed of some people who destroy and steal their eggs has put them at risk of extinction. In order to protect the eggs, they are collected for incubation for 60 days in a safe place until the baby turtles are hatched, and then they are set free on the same beach where the eggs were collected. Off the coast of Cabo Rojo, one of the largest colonies of young hawksbill turtles in the Caribbean inhabits this coral reef universe. These scientists who campaign for life in nature, with science in their heads and love in their hearts, monitor these turtles. They look after them. They measure them and pamper them as if they were their own children, determined to ensure that they breed and survive, respecting their habitat, returning them to the world of freedom in the crystal clear waters of a gentle sea. In the marine world of Pedernales, corals of all shapes coexist with a fauna of multicolored species that look like rainbows invoking the Creator. Starfish playing hide and seek, and on the seabed, sponges, crustaceans, fish, shellfish, and an infinity of invertebrates breed, waiting for paintbrushes to decorate living pictures of nature, creating stunning scenery. Like Cayo Pietra Negra and the Los Frailes Islet, emerging reefs that watch over the Caribbean Sea, and guano deposits like austere monks. In the caves deep down in the sea, fish and corals hide the magic and fantasy of a sea that resists being violated, because it is replete with the beautiful species of our Caribbean and is a hideout for the gods to share the wonders of the universe with us mortals. The Jaragua National Park was established in Pedernales by presidential decree on August 11, 1983. It covers 1,374 square kilometers and is one of the most importantly protected areas in the Caribbean islands. This singular park contains some traces of its original inhabitants, who left a legacy of their art and daily lives on the walls of the Taino caves of El Guanal, La Poza, and Mango. Its diverse plant life includes the cachao palms of Oviedo, jewels of endemic heritage that only exist in the Jaragua National Park. The Cioto Phoenix ekmani is a small and particularly beautiful tree, between 4 and 6 meters tall, which bears a reddish fruit and sports a single stalk, providing a safe haven for the Hispaniolan parrots that nest in the Sabana del Algodón. The The main attraction in the Jaragua National Park is the contrast of the xerophilous vegetation due to lack of water, where spectacular cactus plants live alongside the bromeliads and wildflowers in a protected area that still remains largely unspoiled. With unique animals, Ameiva lineolata, or pygmy blue-tailed lizard, iguanas, and others that live in the natural setting of its forests. At nightfall, solenodons and utias appear. These endangered endemic land mammals survive in this environment in the Jaragua National Park. In the idyllic, fantasy-like world of Pedernales, full of unique contrasts, singular beauty, and a fascinating environment, there are many caves used by the indigenous peoples and which hide a magical world to this day. Made for contemplation, with stalactites and stalagmites that begin and end at random, artistically decorated with cave art, forming imposing cathedrals that coexist with eternity. Up until now, 15 submerged karst formation caves have been identified, composed of several terraces of reef limestone rock, and these include Tru Nicolas, Pozo La Piscina, Palo de Luz, El Asfalto, and Pozo La Jicotia. The imposing nature of these crystal-clear freshwater caves proclaim the glory of God at the creation of a generous natural world to be admired and preserved by humans, who need to look after and preserve its existence in rituals of nature worship. Pedernales is reminiscent of a catalog, showcasing the diversity of the wonders that nature is capable of. Like the wetlands, water ecosystems of great importance for the region. Surprised by flocks of flamingos who ruffle the wind with their dancing flights. Right in the place where the stars take their siesta. With flora and fauna that can't be found anywhere else in the world, in broad mangrove swamps and rich bird life. The impressive and beautiful Laguna de Oviedo emerges in all its glory. This 28 square kilometer, 1.5 meter deep lagoon has hypersaline waters that are 3 times saltier than seawater. With 24 islets in its center, the most prominent being Las Iguanas Cay, as well as a freshwater well fit for human consumption. 60 bird species live in this lagoon, including populations of flamingos, herons, seagulls, spoonbills, pelicans, pigeons, and frigate birds. As well as fish species, most notably the Cyprinodon nicolsi, which can only be found in this place. When the visitor thinks he has seen it all in Pedernales, after leaving the Laguna de Oviedo, or Bahia de las Aguilas, and starts to climb the mountains, the landscape is transformed with the appearance of endemic pine trees in the Sierra de Bahoruco. And by cool midday, temperatures of 25 degrees, falling as low as 0 degrees Celsius at night, ideal for adventure tourism. A conspiratorial mist covers the pine trees during nights filled with silence. While the cloud forest provides a habitat for birds and trees caressed by the crystal clear waters of this mountain range, giving way to the Mulito River, the heart and soul of Bahoruco. The setting for heroic deeds, stories, and legends. In the same mountain setting, one finds the Hoyo del Pelimpito, the most impressive morphological phenomenon in the country and in the Caribbean. This great natural depression, formed millions of years ago, is 2.5 kilometers wide and 7 kilometers long. The Hoyo del Pelimpito is one of nature's wonders for breathing in life, ecological heritage of Pedernales. This great biodiversity grants Pedernales the potential needed in order to achieve sustainable development that is able to transform it into an ecotourism destination based on its natural riches, cultural heritage, and the kindness of its people.
Yo empecé a colectar los huevos de las tortugas marinas en el año 1972 con gente del Museo de Historia Natural. Me pudo motivar a que en la realidad anterior se hacían pescas indiscriminadas sobre a las tortugas marinas de la especie carey, el tinglar, la tortuga verde y el caguamo. Colectar uno de esos huevos y cargarlos como yo lo hacía antes, hasta en la cabeza, hasta llevarlo al destino de que nazcan, para cuando nacen liberarlos al agua. Eso le deja una emoción a uno, que trate a esos animalitos como si fueran los hijos de uno. Hay gente del pueblo que me han dicho a mí que yo soy el papá de las tortugas, y está bien, yo le digo que sí, porque eso es cierto.
Bienvenido, Pérez Turbí, un dominicano ejemplar de corazón noble y voluntad de hierro, que protege celosamente la naturaleza. Blanco, el padre de las tortugas, leyenda viviente de Jaragua. Orgullo de mi tierra.